Well, hello, everybody. This is Dr. Dick Pritchard from Columbus, Ohio, and you're listening to our CTFO Rockstar Team Training for December the 13th, 2020. Hope y'all had a great week. Let's get going. CTFO is a nutritional products and wellness company. Some call it a wholesale buyers club. It was founded about 6 years ago by the three guys you see on your screen, Steve and Stuart Finger, two brothers, and Michael Kahn. I've known Stu and Michael for 10 years. Great, honest, completely trustworthy people. I met Steve about a year ago. He's equally trustworthy. I just haven't known him as long. None of these guys receive any corporate bonuses or salaries. They are paid as distributors just like you and me. That's one of the things I like about the company. Well, let's talk about what happened this week. We enrolled 90 new members. 6 of those came in for free by mail from a postcard, flyer, print ad, or a letter. That's a low number. We need to enroll more people. Let me just say that. We'll keep working at it. I know that a lot of things are happening in everybody's lives right now, but we need to enroll more people. 31 team sales volume, 31-day team sales volume. As of this morning, $59,559. We had a great week. Our team weekly volume to date, $14,326. We sold 1 platinum pack and 6 silver packs this week. Again, so far, we now have a total of 44,365 members. I do realize a lot of those folks are inactive. When the company allows people to join for free and they don't kick them out for not buying product, you're going to have a lot of inactive people. But we do have some who are active, and they're generating the sales you're looking at there. Our postal profit system is sort of in between mass mailings. Another one is about to go out. But we sent out 22 new info packs, 56 follow-up info packs, and we had 1 auto ship sign-up this week. Let's do a little update and training what's going on in our world. I remind all of you that there is a postcard special for December and January. It was the order form was attached to your newsletter. The special is that you can get 1,000 names and free postcards for only $75. That's normally an $89 charge, but you can get them the entire month of December and January, 1,000 cards and names for $75. Take advantage of that. Like I said, we need to bring in more people. On Thursday night this week, there was a CTFO Leadership Council Zoom meeting. I attended that Zoom meeting. Unfortunately, I can't tell you a whole lot about what was said because we are sworn to secrecy, but I will tell you that the company is bringing in a new executive. This person has taken at least one other, maybe several other companies to billion-dollar level, and that is our goal as a company. We are going to be a billion-dollar company. While other companies in our space are struggling during the pandemic, our company has actually grown during the pandemic, okay? We were told a little bit in advance about what is going to be announced on the January 16th virtual event. There will be some new products announced, at least one or two of them, or at least one of them completely unique, unavailable anywhere else. We're going to have exclusive rights on it. We're not just a CBD company by any means. We were also told that they're working hard on getting the coffee ready. They're hoping to have it ready by Christmas, but we're not sure. One of the challenges is taste. When you add CBD to coffee, it can make it taste funny or taste bad, so they're playing with the taste. But we will have the coffee out soon, so be ready for that when it hits. Last but not least, very important that you register before December the 28th for the January 16th virtual event. It is limited as to the number of attendees who can go. The event is called Momentum 2021. You can register at CTFOEvents.com. It will take place at 9 a.m. Pacific time on January the 16th. That's noon Eastern time. It will last approximately 2 hours, but may go on a little longer than that. The last one went about 2.5 hours. It is going to be mind-blowing and earth-shaking. I believe our new executive will be introduced at that meeting. New products will be introduced. You want to be there, okay? The last item I have is pretty personal. COVID hit home this week, okay? One of our folks, Matt Ahasey, who lives over in Massachusetts, he and his wife are nurses, and they were tested positive. Matt had to be admitted to the hospital, but he is being treated. But it got even closer to home. Last Saturday, our teenage son got his results back from a test on Friday, and he tested positive. He showed no symptoms. My wife and I immediately went in the following Monday morning, got tested. Both of our tests came back positive. We had already started having symptoms on Saturday. My symptoms were not too bad, okay? My wife's symptoms were worse. I was offered the opportunity by my primary physician to get one of the antibody infusions. So I did that. The next day I felt a heck of a lot better. On Wednesday, my wife spent the entire day at the Ohio State emergency room. She had a chest x-ray. She had a CT scan. She was having trouble breathing. They diagnosed her with COVID pneumonia, sent her home with some drugs, some antibiotics and stuff. Thursday was her birthday, so we wished her a happy birthday and enjoyed her during the day. And Thursday evening, actually after the Leadership Council Zoom meeting, she said to me, "I can barely breathe. You need to take me back to the ER." And of course, I can't go in. I can only drop her off and leave her there. Let me tell you what happened to her on Thursday night. If you don't think this thing is real, you need to listen up. She spent something like 5 or 6 hours waiting to be scene in the ER. She said it was a nightmare scenario. New EMS trucks were arriving every few minutes with new COVID patients. She said the ER was almost overrun. It was unbelievable. She says, I've never seen anything like it. She finally got an ER bed, but still didn't get much in the way of treatment. Nobody was bringing her any water or really paying attention to her at all. I called a doctor friend of ours who works there. She made a call, and she immediately got a nurse who brought her water, hooked her up to an IV, brought her some food. She's been, let's see, on Friday, I'm losing track of the day, sometime Friday evening, she was admitted to the hospital as a patient. She's still there, okay? She's still having trouble breathing. They've given her remdesivir and some steroids that they use for COVID. She is getting the best COVID treatment I think that's possible to get, but she's still sick. She's still having trouble breathing. They said her CT scan showed evidence of what they call broken glass in her lungs. It's not really broken glass. It just looks like broken glass, but it's what happens when COVID damages the inside of your lungs. I see a lot of off-the-cuff comments on social media about COVID, about how it's not real, it's a hoax. There's a 99% survival rate, and actually the survival rate is pretty high. But let me tell you, when you're talking to your wife on the phone and she can't breathe in the hospital, and she's afraid because she's not sure she'll ever see her family again, she's afraid she's going to die alone in a hospital with nobody to hold her hand, it'll get real for you real quick, okay? There's an awful lot of people who are suffering from this. Don't dismiss that. Pay attention to what the health officials are telling you. Stay home. Wear a mask, okay? It's not too much to ask, because even if you don't get real sick, you might make somebody you know and care about real sick, okay? End of sermon. Obviously this is very personal for me, and I'm dealing with it the best I can. I will briefly walk through the things I usually do about how to build a business. It's really very simple. Be an active member, be a product buyer. Very simple. If you're on auto ship for any $47 or higher product, you're active. That's all you need to do. You never need to buy more than that if you don't want to. Number two, advertise your business. You got to bring in new members who buy product if you want to make money, okay? There are a number of ways you can advertise. The three most popular are word of mouth. Talk to other people, give them your website, send them to your website, person to person. It's the oldest way of advertising on the planet. We have mail systems you can use. You can advertise online if you know how to do that. But advertise is very important that you bring in new members, and of course you want them to be active and you want them to advertise their business, because the more of that happens, the bigger your business will be. So number three, you need to follow up with every one of your new members and get them to do number one and number two. When you get a new member, the company sends you an email with that person's name, address, phone, and email. So guess what? You can email them. However, 95% of emails go unseen and unopened. You can call them on the phone, but most phone calls go to voicemail, especially given the number of spam calls people get these days. You can send them a text. That seems to work better than email. But guess what everybody does? They open their postal mail. That's why we like postal mail. So if they live in the USA, all right, you can send them one of our welcome letters. The welcome letter is 2 pages long. It talks about our success as a group and encourages them to do number 1 because it includes a free postcard and names coupon. And if they get on auto ship, they could get 250 free postcards and names. So that gets them started on number 2. What do you do after you do this? Just repeat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Keep doing it over and over and over again until you're making all the money you want. Yes, you'll have a lot of people who join and do nothing. I have enrolled almost 1,000 people. I think I have 30 who are active, okay? It's a numbers game. What is our discounted pack strategy? This is how you increase your volume and make money with discounted packs. If you haven't already found out, when you buy things in volume, you save money. If you buy at least $350, that's a silver pack, you save another 5%. $600, that's a gold pack, you save another 10%. $1,200, that's a platinum pack, you save an additional 15%. Now, really the only reason to buy one of these packs is simply to save money, okay? You're not required to buy them, although you must buy at least one to be qualified for the pack bonuses, but you're not required to buy one if you don't want to. But if you want to use the strategy, you must buy 1 pack of some size for yourself, and of course be on auto ship. You should do that anyway. It doesn't matter whether that pack is silver, gold, or platinum. Whatever you can afford and whatever you want to buy, okay? But if you want to use the strategy, you've got to buy 1 pack for yourself. That qualifies you for life for pack bonuses, okay? Number 2, enroll your spouse or other family member under you, okay? Don't have a spouse or family member, create an LLC or sole proprietorship business with a different tax ID than you have under your name and enroll that under you. You can do that. It's legal. Company doesn't care if you do that. They just have to have different email and a different tax ID. And you can use that little sole proprietorship business instead of a spouse. Number 3, buy all your additional products under your family member or under your sole proprietorship as discounted packs. In other words, wait until you're ready to stock up on CellUV or keto shakes or keto creamer or whatever you buy or want to buy in some volume, okay? Buy all of those as packs, and when you do that, of course, since that person is enrolled directly into you, you get the pack bonus. Okay, that's one benefit. But there's another benefit, namely, if you follow up with every one of your personals and you teach them to do what you're doing, then your sales volume, your pack bonuses of your team pay will explode. This is how you build it fast. Get packs sold. Okay. Why do we use direct mail? Well, let me start out by saying before you use direct mail, you should always contact your warm market first. If you're mailing all by yourself, direct mail is very, very slow. Takes you a long time to get off the ground. But if you contact the people you know and get them signed up for free, some of them will want to buy product, some of them will want to build a business and will be attracted by the mailing systems we have. So you want to start out with a little team mailing with you. What direct mail allows you and your warm market to do is approach people you don't know. After you talk to everybody you do know, then it's time to talk to people you don't know. Mail is a great way to approach those people. It's what we call the cold market. Cold market is not as responsive as warm market, okay? So you have to play the numbers game. And that's what mail is all about. And even if you advertise online, same thing. It's a numbers game. Number 3, anybody can mail a letter or a postcard. It might be hard to learn how to run solo ads online or to talk to people over the phone, all that kind of thing, but mailing a letter or postcard pretty easy. That means that no training is required and that even new people can start doing it. And what does that mean? It means that direct mail is highly duplicatable, easy to copy. All right, and it allows you to build on the work of other people, what we call leverage. You don't have to mail all the letters or the postcards. Other people mailing with you multiplies what you are doing. Does it work? Yes, it works. It works for everybody except those who quit mailing. When you quit mailing, you quit advertising, and you must advertise consistently every week, every month, and as long as you're in business, okay? Any business requires constant advertising. So if you're going to use mail, you need to set up an advertising budget that you can afford to spend every week, every month, whatever time period you're looking at, and put that money aside and stick with that budget, okay? Don't spend your life savings. Don't take food off your table. Stick to your budget. That's why direct mail works and how it works. Just reminders, the CTFO corporate webinars are at 9 p.m. Eastern, Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can get on those webinars at ctfowebinar.com at the appointed time. The Tuesday webinar is a business opportunity webinar. The Thursday webinar is a product webinar. They are recorded, and the company sends out emails a couple of days later, usually, to let you know where you can go watch the recording. Secondly, my personal enroller and friend Mike Swilling holds his legacy team call at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays. The number to call there is 319-527-2973. Mike does not use direct mail. He is a, I would say, person-to-person type business builder. If you're using word of mouth to grow your business, Mike is the best guy I know to listen to. He is the #1 distributor in the entire company. He knows what he's doing, okay? Well, I've already told you my story this week. It's a story of pain and frustration, frankly. We were very careful about protecting ourselves, but somebody else wasn't quite as careful. And it shows you how contagious this disease is, how easy it is to catch. And it also shows you the wide variety of responses people have. Some people hardly notice it at all. Some have mild symptoms like a bad cold. and some get really, really sick, and some die, okay? So don't blow it off. Be well, be safe, have a fantastic week. Dr. Dick signing off.